flat or rolling. So I'll let you know as soon as I possibly can.
When you come in and watch the arrivals and the departures, where do you park then?
Down.
What, on the hard set?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for battling with the elements.
Or the car park down that end.
Oh, right.
We're going to start flat this afternoon, but I give you your Royal Air Force aerobatic team for 2012. The Magnificent Seven. It's the Red Arrows. The team is led by Red 1 squadron leader Jim Turner, who's now called them into 7-arrow formation in that left-hand bend. The jets now close up to be about 8 feet apart as they form one big red arrow in the sky. Jim is a former Jaguar qualified weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot, and he flew with the Red Arrows from 2005 to 2007. This is his first year as leader. His wife Karen is here at Fairford today, so a very warm welcome to her too. The smoke comes on, the team roll out in 7-arrow. Reds 4 and 5 roll back there to reform that 7-arrow formation. The smoke comes on, the team will form shuttle formation. The 4 aircraft on the wings now drop back to be beam Red 6's aircraft directly behind the leader. And while they're in this position further back, they still fly references from that lead aircraft, just trusting that the jet only 8 feet away is in the correct place. This is shuttle.
Coming right now. Holding down bank. Now, tightening.
On the very top of the formation is Red 5 squadron leader Martin Higgins. Higgy is the team's executive officer and has rejoined this year, having previously been a Red Arrow from 2005 to 2007. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 pilot with operational experience in Iraq and as the commander of the air defence flight in the Falkland Islands. In this bend you can see the team have formed a formation we call Lancaster. Higgy's joined here today by Shaz, so a very warm welcome to her too. On the very right of the formation as we look tail on is Red 4, one of our first year pilots, Flight Lieutenant James McMillan. McZ was born in the UK but moved to New Zealand at the age of 10 and eventually joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force. He transferred to the Royal Air Force in 2002, becoming a Hawk flying instructor and eventually flying operationally in the Harrier GR9. As the smoke comes off, the team have formed a formation we call flanker. The outside pilots must anticipate their control inputs to keep the wings straight, so they use the cadence in Red 1's voice commands.
Coming left now. Holding down back now.
This is flanker. As the smoke comes on, Red 1 has called the team into Phoenix formation for an emotional part of this year's routine. When they present Phoenix, Reds 4 and 5 on the outside will smoke red as we remember our lost friends and colleagues, Flight Lieutenant John Egging and Flight Lieutenant Sean Cunningham, who were both tragically killed in separate accidents last year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our memorial bend for Eggman and Sean. Continuing with the theme of remembrance, this year, in fact last week, saw the... You can see Red 6 and 7 have dropped back into behind the leader there to form that one big red arrow in the sky. And as the smoke comes on, the team are forming our largest formation shape, which is Concorde. Those 4 aircraft on the wings are now dropping back to be a beam Red 7 right at the back of the formation. And just remember that they're still flying references from that lead aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Concorde. The second jet from the right as we look tail on is being flown by another of our first year pilots, Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert.
Coming. Left. Now.
Reds 4 and 5 roll back, and this is Eagle.
Bank. Now. Right.
And we aim to do that at all of the events throughout the summer. So, for the best of British, some red, white and blue in 7 arrow. To the left of the leader as we look tail on is the last of our first year pilots, Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Mike Child. Chaiki is another former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot in 2007. More recently, he's been flying the Royal Air Force's newest fighter, the Typhoon, where his duties have been on quick reaction alert, protecting the airspace of both the United Kingdom and the Falkland Islands. A big hello now to Red 3's wife, Christina. Out to our right, you can see the team have formed a diamond with 7 aircraft. We call this the short diamond.
Come on, go. Coming. Right. Now. Holding the bank. Now. Right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that completes the first half of our display, where you've seen close formation flown in a rather dynamic fashion. We're now going to change the tempo as we show you how the Hawk can perform. The red arrows fly the BAE Systems Hawk T1, which was designed display.
This fits good then.
As the smoke comes on, this is the detonator.
I got 10. I recovery.
Well, the synchro pair remain with us now, Red 6 on the left and Red 7 on the right, as they perform synchronised derry turns to position back towards us. Red 6 on the left is Synchro leader Flight Lieutenant Ben Plank, who's in his 3rd year with the team. He's another former Hawk flying instructor and Harrier GR9 pilot. His wife Amy is here today, so a big hello to Amy. As they fly down the hill, Synchro are now closing at over 800 miles an hour, just 100 feet above the runway, to perform the Synchro pass.
Threshold. Threshold.
They're now turning away from us at 6G, or 6 times the force of gravity, and everything in their bodies weighs 6 times more than normal. So those pilots are working physically hard to counter those G-forces. As they roll out back towards us, this is the Cyclone. Synchro slingshot to the front. Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, where you can see Enid approaching. The inside pilots perform tight match barrel rolls to the outside of the formation as they fly the rollbacks. As Enid finish their rollbacks, look directly to your front for the headlights of the Synchro pair. Red 7 smoke turns blue as he flies a barrel roll around Red 6 in the vortex. On the right is Red 7, Synchro 2, Flight Lieutenant Chris Linden-Smith. Smythe is a former Tornado GR4 pilot with lots of operational experience in Iraq, and is also a former Hawk flying instructor. He's joined today by his partner Vic, so a very warm welcome to her as well. Synchro now flying down the hill at 400 miles an hour apiece, back to 100 feet above the runway. These are the double rolls. As Synchro finish their double rolls, look to your right for Enid. Reds 1, 4 and 5 have eased up slightly to widen the formation. And as the colour comes on, this is the Revolution.
Rolling now.
Enid there in the Revolution flying synchronised aileron roll manoeuvres. As they position to the left, we need to look left and right again for the Synchro pair. This time Red 6 is on our right and Red 7 on our left. They're closing at over 800 miles an hour and will cross 3 times in a 360 degree 6G turn. This is the carousel. again, synchro slingshot out to the front. We need to look right 45 degrees into that murk to find Enid. Red 1 calls them into line astern, and you can see they're now stacking top to bottom, reds 1 to 5. As those aircraft swing out like a pendulum, they start a manoeuvre called the helix. In the helix there, reds 2 to 5 are trying to hide behind red 1 smoke. His smoke is produced by injecting regular diesel fuel into the aircraft's 400-degree engine exhaust, which causes it to vaporise. The red and blue colours are made by simply adding a dye to that diesel, and we can carry 5 minutes of white smoke and a minute each of red and blue. You see now Enid fanned out back into that battle formation for some more red, white and blue as they complete the helix. Look to your front again for the synchro pair and another vortex. Well, there's only 7 aircraft displaying here. We do have another pilot on the team who is Red 8, Flight Lieutenant Dave Davies. And while he's not in the display, he does have crucial flying and planning roles. And it's here, Pete. This is the opposition barrel roll. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the synchro pair. Now look directly to the front as we see Enid approaching for the final manoeuvre of the display. Red 1 smoke has turned red and he pitches up to draw the symbol for infinity around the rest of the formation. This is the infinity break. And we are the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows.
The Red Arrows break to land, and the next item will be, well, one of the iconic displays you'll see at air shows up and down the country, the wonderful Royal Air Force Battle of Britain Memorial Flight.
Yes, the regular composition of the BBMS formation, of course, Lancaster Hurricane.